Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to focus on how to write a literature review for a journal article, and why it's not the same as writing one for a thesis or dissertation. Let's start with the biggest question. Isn't a literature review just a literature review? No, not exactly. In a thesis, your literature review is like a full chapter, long, broad, and deep. You explain theories, debates, old and new studies, sometimes even history. But in a journal paper, it's short, sharp, and strategic, usually 1-2 pages. You're not telling the full story, just what's needed to set up your research question, highlight a gap, show how your paper fits in. So, the journal lit review is like a trailer, not the full movie. Part 2. The PRO formula. Now let's learn a PRO formula to write your journal literature review effectively. PRO stands for pick, relate, organize. P-pick, focused and relevant sources. Choose 10-20 strong, peer-reviewed articles. Focus on recent, high-impact studies from trusted journals. Use filters like topic match, publication year, last 5-10 years, research design, and citation count. R. Relate the studies to each other and to your research. Don't just list what each study says, that's a summary, not a review. Compare methods, findings, and conclusions. Contrast where studies disagree. Highlight the gap. Use academic linking phrases such as,
in contrast to Smith, 2021, who found, while Sharma, 2019, focused on urban schools, few studies address rural learners.
This is the part where your thinking and analysis shine. Oh, organize your review in 3-5 paragraphs. Here's a clear structure you can follow. Paragraph 1, broad background. Set the scene. Introduce the topic. Mention why it matters. Paragraph 2-3, key themes in the literature. Group studies into themes or trends. Use comparison and contrast. Paragraph 4. Identify the research gap. Show what's missing or not yet studied. Paragraph 5. Justify your study. Connect the gap to your own work. Let's look at it with an example. Our topic is gamification in online learning and its impact on ESL learners.
The integration of digital tools in education has seen rapid growth, particularly following the COVID-19 pandemic, which shifted much of classroom teaching into online modes. Among these tools, gamification has emerged as a popular strategy to engage learners. This approach is increasingly relevant for English as a second language learners who often struggle with motivation and interaction in remote learning environments. Several studies have highlighted the positive effects of gamification on student engagement. For instance, Ahmed demonstrated that gamified quizzes improved retention rates among middle school students in Bangladesh, while Bose showed enhanced classroom participation in urban Indian schools using point-based ESL activities. However, Rauf raised concerns, noting that game-based learning may distract students with lower baseline proficiency levels. These mixed results suggest that while gamification has potential, its impact may vary depending on learners' prior knowledge and context. In terms of skill development, Iqbal and Sharma, 2020, found that ESL learners showed improved vocabulary acquisition through gamified mobile apps. Conversely, Lee, 2021, argued that without proper scaffolding, gamification can result in surface-level learning, with limited long-term retention. Notably, most existing studies have focused on vocabulary and grammar enhancement, with limited emphasis on more complex language skills, such as reading fluency or comprehension. Despite growing evidence on gamification in ESL education, few studies have specifically addressed its impact on reading fluency, especially among rural learners with limited access to devices and stable internet. Additionally, most research has been conducted in urban or international settings, leaving a gap in understanding the localized challenges and successes of gamified learning in rural contexts, particularly in India or South Asia. This review reveals a need to explore how gamification affects reading fluency in ESL learners from under-resourced rural schools. The present study addresses this gap by evaluating the effectiveness of a low-tech gamified reading program designed for grade 6 ESL students in rural Bihar. The findings are expected to contribute valuable insights to both researchers and practitioners working in multilingual and underserved regions.
This example of the review shows how you can write the review of related literature. While writing, remember these tips. Use formal but simple language. Don't overcite. Use the most relevant studies. Stick to the journal's citation style, APA, MLA, or Chicago. Always paraphrase and synthesize. Don't copy lines. Be purposeful. Every sentence must support your paper. So remember, writing a literature review for a journal paper is about being selective, analytical, and strategic. Use the PRO formula. Pick, relate. Organize and keep your writing tight, clean, and impactful.